Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about two stocks that can actually grow your wealth. These are two stocks that have been on my radar, like it has been on my watch. I've been buying them in bits and I want to share and talk about it today with you because these stocks can honestly grow your wealth. So I don't know if you've noticed what has been happening in the Nigerian stocks the last few weeks. It has been a roller coaster for all the people who have been investing. Yes, everybody's seeing wasbos right now because I think everything started on, I think in October, I think 31st of October, when um, President Trump announced Nigeria as a country of concern. Oh my God, global pressure started. Of course, it's like a red flag. It looks as if, okay, many people who had confidence in the country, in our economy, coming to invest in Nigeria, that statement put us on a map, and that wasn't good at all. So markets started to drop because global pressure was real. People were saying, no, it's Nigerian stocks. Most people I said, okay. When I saw markets dropping, I was seeing things like 7 trillion plunge. This one, I said, okay. So this is just a proof that market does not move in a straight line. So anybody who thinks that a stock market, once you jump in, you start going up, 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 it doesn't happen. Sometimes I like when situations like this happen, because that will help you to understand stock market. Stock market carries its own risk. And you may not understand it because everybody's shouting, we are making money. If you had put in this amount, you would have made this amount until stock market makes a drop. Until it makes a drop, then you will see that, these things are they're no longer the way you used to think about it. So welcome to the new era of markets dropping like mad anytime. And you would think you predict the market. Lie you. In fact, when we get to the chart, you will see how down we came, and then we tried to make an up move, but alas, we came down again. So I also want to show you some stocks that have been doing well, that have come down to a good price recently. So so many things has been happening. I feel like it's, in fact, the word I could come up with, it was roller coaster, and honestly, that's our own. But still, you can build wealth even now that stock market is in red. Do you even know that? This is one of the best times to build stock. You don't build your wealth when market is up. You build when market is down. But like I said, it's not every stock that you buy when market is in red, because the cheap gets cheaper. Stock that will be like 5 naira before will now be at 3 naira. You will think it's okay, it's not cheap for me. It's not about being cheap. It's about picking good companies that have good products, has good fundamentals, and can pick up fast when market picks up again, because that's another important thing. So because I've been getting people asking me questions like what's going on, I just want to let you know that a pullback is a normal dip. Prices go down and people get uncomfortable, and then market will stabilize. So if you panic and sell out and say, oh, I will jump right back in, the bad part of it is you jump out when a stock drops from 50 naira to 40 naira, and then you are waiting for the stock to come down to 30 naira, so you will go in again and buy, and then suddenly the stock goes to 45. Now the same stock you had at 40 naira, you're now buying it at 45. So I just want you to have it in mind. So our word for today is grow your wealth. Accumulation. What do you do when markets are down? If you can accumulate, that's why consistency beats any other kind of strategy. If every month you have a certain amount to invest in the stock market, whenever we have downtimes, you will have some money that you can use to buy lower, and then you bring down the cost price of the stock you have. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi, my name is Julia, and on this channel I teach you how to make your money work for you. So all we talk about here is how our money can grow and make more money for us. Our money should get married, have children, and also have grandchildren in future. That's the whole idea. So like this video, drop a comment and tell me if any of the stocks I'm going to mention, if you have it already, if you're planning to buy, or you want to buy more, or for now you're just chilling out and sitting it out. So many people have been like, stocks have dropped, I've lost a lot of money. You don't lose until you have sold. So welcome to YouTube channel. Subscribe if you have not, and it is all love from this side. So like I said before, I've been getting messages from people telling me, is this a crash? Should I be buying now or panicking? So whenever I see things like this, I just smile because I know that this is something that is coming from, you know, fearful situation, and it's normal because we are human beings. What happens in the stock market is a display of people's emotion, fear and greed. So when people are greedy, people keep buying and the stock market keeps going up. The demand is high. And then along the line, the people will start selling and taking profit. And those who are not taking profit will think something has gone wrong, and then they will panic and sell at a loss. The moment you sell at a loss, that's when you have lost money. But if you leave your money there and stock picks up, you would really enjoy it. So this is an opportunity for you to join the community, because that's one of the things we do there. You get proper education, you understand certain terms. When things like this are happening, you get proper support and guidance. And of course, we have beautiful picks of stocks you can get in, and you can make money both on short term, on long term, and of course, you add the dividend combo, which is madass combo. So my triple strategy, this is how we do it. So join us in that community. So I'm going to take us to the chart, and then we'll see one or two things. But just to let you know that we are the last batch of the year 7.0. The next batch we'll be taking in will be in 2026. So it is important you join us now. This is one of the best times to join the market. By January, if market has gone up, if you are joining when you buy, you won't make much profit again. But this is one of the best times for you to make money. So when you join, you get a list of cash paying stocks, both Nigerian stocks and US stocks. And some of them are going to do 50, 100, 200%. And you also learn how to earn money every single month, meaning every single month money gets into your wallet. You can cash out and use, or you can reinvest. So all those information you will get in the community. So of course, before I give you the names, I want to let you know that this is a disclaimer that the ideas I'm sharing are for educational purposes. So when I share them, please do your own due diligence before you buy. And when you buy because you have personal conviction. You know you can hold this stock for the next 3 years. If not, go and learn more, because you need knowledge more than putting in your money, so you don't make mistakes. So let's get to the chart, and then we'll see these stocks that I'm talking about. All right, so we are here in the all share index, the Nigerian all share index. So we have seen a remarkable surge this year. If I take us to the weekly, just briefly, you see we've had a remarkable year. Look at that beautiful move. Look at this move. We've had an amazing year. This is the weekly chart. So for every week in the year, this is it. So you can see that from 2024, this is 2024, and then this is 2025. So you can see here, this is 2025 January. You can see this is January, 6th of January. We've had a remarkable bullish year. Abi, you are seeing it. And it's driven by economic reforms, improved corporate profits, heightened investor confidence, and then more information. A lot of people are talking about stock market and investments like us, and people are beginning to understand it and how to play the game. So, but however, we've been experiencing some decline. Look at, we had this all-time high of 146,000, and then we had this pullback. And I told us categorically, when we pick up, we're going to beat this all-time high and make a new all-time high, and this is what happened, 155. But now we are testing, we're even getting close to our previous support. Look at this, 138,000, and this is where we had a support. So if this comes back here to retest, it's possible that we can also come back here. But after the huge plunge, did you see this big red candle all week? We are selling out. That was the week they announced the capital gain tax. And of course, to be honest, that capital gains tax thing has really been giving people a lot of concern, that even up till now, until the federal government comes out to give us categorically, oh, we are putting it on hold or anything, people are still skeptical about it. And that's why even after we try to pick up, you can see here, we started to sell off a little bit again. So this is completely normal, because if you zoom out, you see we are still in a big bullish trend move. So the fact that we dropped here, if you judge it by just this move here, you will say, oh, we are down. But we are not really down. People who bought somewhere here are still in profit. So it depends. When people are crying, not everybody is crying. Some people are crying, oh, we are taking some losses. Some people are still in profit, because depending on where they actually bought the stocks. So these two stocks I'm going to mention today are, first of all, I'm going to talk about Ella Lakes. And I've talked about this stock before, and you look at this chart. Can you see? After hitting 19 naira, they dropped to this 10 naira point, and then they picked up again to 14, came down to 11, took off again to 15, almost 16, and then came and touched 10 and 95. So this happened because of that week the stock market was dropping. Of course, it wasn't just, it was affecting every stock. So Elalake is now inviting you to own a piece of their $3 trillion dollar market for 12 naira 50 kobo in their public offer. So I just feel like in Nigeria, we actually eat a lot of agricultural product like palm oil. We use palm oil to do so many things. We use it to cook soup, rice, so many things. And then cassava, gari, and so many other things. And then, of course, animal grooming, like we use chicken, we use goat meat, all those things. So it's a big thing. But then I consider them a speculative company, all right? So I feel like they want to expand and go into oil palm, cassava, and piggery, and they have expanded into Edo, Ondo, Enugu, and Ekiti. So they're trying to raise 335 billion between November 10th and December 5th. So you can actually buy because it's going to have a good boom. I feel like it's going to give them an opportunity to export for profit. So your money is going to be used basically for oil palm plantation, for cassava flour factory, and then palm oil and pig operations. And it's going to also give people jobs and then help us with food security. That means we'll have more food in Nigeria. So this is one stock I just want you to put on your radar because people consume a lot of, at least let's start from palm oil first. You see palm oil on a yearly basis. We consume over, I don't know how to say it, but I think we can consume up to 3 trillion naira in total value. So far, it has to do with palm oil because think of all the celebration. We are already heading into December. Do you know how many people will cook soup, cook things this Christmas period? Okay, so that's why I feel like, okay, this particular stock is one stock you can buy and own. Of course, every stock has its own upside and downside, but I feel like smart people will be looking at, first of all, they're going to become Africa's largest cassava producer. I feel like people are seeing the palm oil demand growing, and now many Nigerians are traveling out of the country. Many people will be looking for this oil, and export is going to be a big thing for them. And of course, food security is important. So let's look at the second stock quickly before we wrap up, and that's Wema Bank. I just love this bank a lot. The fact that they have actually met up with their bank recapitalization target and they are doing so well. They are a young bank and they have a lot of room to grow. So if I'm going to compare this to like GT, you see, still around 18 naira. I love them a lot around 17 naira, but once I see them in 18 naira, it's a good buy for me because they can jump. This stock can go to 25 naira, can go to 30 naira. This is that stock you can buy that in tomorrow. I see them as a small GT co Stanbic in the making. That's my personal view, of course. But this is one stock that I'm really, really loving their growth. So anytime I see them deep, I like to pick a little, no matter how small. When I mean pick a little, it could be like 1,000 naira, it can be like 2,000 naira. But let's say you're even buying for short term and you buy this stock around 18 naira, and then this stock goes to 22 naira. Think of it, 19, 20, 21, 22, 4 naira. That means if you have 1 million shares, you've made yourself 4 million naira. Do you understand? This is how the rich used to think. Sometimes they don't wait for the whole move. Sometimes they just are calculative as per, I can buy it here and then from here, because it has resistance here. So if he's able to break through this resistance, then we will see 25. But that will be 2026, to be honest with you. But this stock can give you money on a short term. So I think today you have learned one or two things about how you can start building right now. But before you buy, you have to understand the risk. A lot of these companies are still building, so things can affect it. You see how the stock market has dropped in recent time. That's to show you that nothing moves in a straight line. Let's look at Beta Glass quickly. You see that Beta Glass, after their high end to the top, touching 500 almost, they are down to 370. Is now actually a very good buy. You can look into it. So what these two stocks, Wema Bank and Ella Lakes, please give them a thought, and I'll see you in the next video.